To live from Jennifer. Are we ever going to get to say not impromptu? Am I ever going to plan a live? The answer is yes, because I do have one planned for Saturday. So if you are just joining, if you are coming in on the replay, welcome in. Type team replay. Let me know where you're checking in from and say hello. I am so happy to be back with you guys today. And honestly, I just jumped on here because I missed you all. I have really not had an opportunity to talk or really kick it with my fam since Wonder of the Seas. Now, I'm still a little bit stopped up, but if you don't know, I did get sick on the last cruise. Luckily, it was just a little cold. It was rough. It was rough, but I toughed it through. Like, thank God for healing. Heavy on the healing from the cold, but I'm finally back. Just miss yapping my mouth. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to jump on live today. So we're going live today and we're going live Saturday. But we have a goal for Saturday, and I am going to talk to you guys about that. Hi, M. Ray the Boss. Thank you so much. Welcome in. Hi, Tammy Perry. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So yes, guys, so I'm just on here just to run my mouth and yap a little bit. I rolled out a video it was this week, earlier this week, about Virgin Voyages changes that are coming, and I'm trying to be very optimistic about it. I'm going to give them an opportunity because they always do take care of us, but yeah, I don't know what is going on with that. Not 100% happy about it. I really like Virgin the way they are. So now that we are on this live, I can say that and talk to you guys a little bit more about it. I wanted to just give you the facts in the video I posted earlier this week if you saw it. But today we can talk about how I feel about it. And I mean, honestly, I don't have any additional information to give y'all. Like, I told you everything I know. It was very much last minute, so that means that this rolled out 2 weeks before the change goes into effect, which is going to be October 7th. So if you have been on the fence about booking a Virgin Voyages cruise, you guys know I'm a Virgin Voyages first mate or travel agent. I would love to help you get booked, but I would highly, highly, highly recommend going ahead and booking your cruise now. Beat that October 7th change. We don't know exactly what's coming with the change, what the website is going to look like, but just to kind of give you a quick little breakdown of what is supposed to happen, there are going to be 3 pricing tiers with Virgin Voyages going forward. Well, technically 4, but 3 from the basic pricing. So there's going to be a base, there's going to be an essential, and a premium. The other big difference is gratuities are going to be separated out. So one of the things I really loved was how easy it was to tell you guys that everything was pretty much included. You didn't have to worry about the gratuities because they were already wrapped into the price. Apparently there has been some confusion with that, and people have said that they thought there were no gratuities and things like that, but gratuities have always existed with Virgin Voyages that were just wrapped into that price. So now they're going to be separate. Kind of a big deal. Not really as big of a deal as what do these 3 tiers that are coming mean. So you guys have been handing me a new one about it. Like, I made the change. I didn't make the change, y'all. I'm just bringing y'all the news. But I understand, because I mean, you know, we want to know what's going on with it. And I talk about Virgin a lot here. Still think that they're a great cruise line. I think that this thing is going to shake up and work itself out. There's been enough complaints about it where I have a feeling that they're going to make some changes to it even before we get to the 7th, but we'll see. But here to talk to you guys about it. Happy to answer any questions if I know the answer. Hi, Ashley Nicole. Ashley said, the new tier makes me nervous about booking my 40th birthday for next year. Like, I need to book it now instead of waiting Black Friday. Absolutely. I would highly recommend going ahead and booking it now, because honestly, we don't know what Black Friday is going to look like. So let's talk about Black Friday, because last year's Black Friday deal, they did a bar tab. I think that was added with every room type. So they gave you like either $50 to $100 in free drinks, or you had the option of booking the $99 a night deal, which was for an insider room, and it was a lock-it-in rate, which meant you could not change anything on it. It was very strict. Once you booked it, it was like you're locked into it, no changes whatsoever. So I was hoping that they were going to bring that back. But I'm very curious if that is what the base rates are going to look like. So are the base rates going to be that $99 deal? Who knows? Yeah, look, I'm still getting a little hoarse. So I'm going to drink me a little water. So, hi from Istanbul. Oh, I love Turkey. I have been to Bodrum, so eager to get back to Turkey. So welcome in. Happy to have you here. Thank you, Arlene, who said she's glad I'm feeling better. From Memphis, my hometown. Whoop, whoop. Y'all know I'm always happy to see my Memphis people. So, hey from Memphis. Tammy said, I have 2 cruises planned for next year. So excited. First time cruising with Virgin. I'm so excited for you. I hope you enjoy your cruise. You guys, okay. Let me tell y'all something, because I don't normally ask because I don't like to fail in front of people. But let me give y'all a little insight into October and why I'm so excited today. So Virgin Voyages has something called the Top 100, and it's the top 100 travel agents / first mates. They get to go out on a cruise in January, celebrate, and really just kind of be rewarded for being the top 100 Virgin travel agents. So usually when it comes to stuff like this, I never care about awards. I never care about recognition. I just want my money. But for some reason with this, I think because I have grown so much with this brand, and I've been working with Virgin now for 4 years in different capacities, from being an influencer and just going, just for fun to cover it as content on my YouTube and all of that. So I have kind of grown with this brand, and it would really, really mean a lot to me to get this top 100 recognition. Now, it scares me because I don't like putting myself out there and failing in front of people. And it's something where it's based on the most bookings. Like, you have to get, we don't even know the number, but a certain number of bookings for the entire year. So I have been trying to do this since last November. November 1st is when the counter started. So I have been working hard to book you guys. Love booking you guys. I didn't even know I would love it that much. I really honestly just kind of wanted to be like, oh, I'm top 100. But I have fallen in love with it, and I need you guys' help. If you got somebody, anybody, I don't care, baby daddy, ex, everybody, and they want to book a Virgin cruise, I need you to tell them to pull up on me this month. I'm trying to get this top 100. The counter ends October 31st, so I'm trying to book as many of you guys as possible by the 31st. If you don't do it for me, I'm going to take my mommy on the trip. So this is going to be not a solo trip. If I do make it to this top 100, I want to take my mom with me. So please, 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 book your Virgin Voyages cruises with me. I don't like asking. I don't like saying it out there, but either way, I'm really proud of how my brand is expanded and the opportunity to work with you guys this year. So, yeah, if you are, somebody said, damn, you drinking the ocean. I know, my water bottle is huge. I'm getting in my water. But yeah, please do book your Virgin Voyages cruises with me. If you have any that you were thinking about doing, like I said, changes may go into effect next week, whenever the 7th is. I think that's Monday, possibly. Monday or Tuesday. So if you have a cruise, book it with me. I need it. You a little nasally. Yeah, I am. I still am sick. Hi, Mr. BX87. Thank you. Welcome in. Let's see here. Yeah, I know. Y'all don't get on here and talk shit about me being nasally. Like I told y'all, for real, this cold was no joke. And y'all know, I'm not going to say it was because I cruised with the kids. I'm not going to put it on the kids. But I'm just going to say, as much as I cruise, I don't normally get sick. So, but the flight kind of let me know that this was coming. Because what was it? The first flight I took, it was a kid sitting next to me on their mom's. I am gonna blame the kids. There's a little kid that was just coughing down, and I was like, yep, I'm probably gonna be sick when I get home. But I've talked to a lot of people that were on the Wonder of the Seas cruise with me, and they said that they ended up having a cold too. So it's just the risk you run when you travel or when you're outside, period. I will say this Wonder of the Seas cruise was so good, y'all. So if you don't know, I caught the deal for I keep saying it was $379, but it was cheaper than that. It was like $360 something. But I ended up doing a solo inside cabin that had a Central Park view. The room was beautiful. Now that my voice is starting to come back, I can start editing. But as y'all said, I'm still a little nasally. I really want to get on you about that, Sam. But since I'm still a little nasally, I have not done the voiceover for the vlogs yet. So can't put the vlogs out until I get 100%, which hopefully will be any day now. But I'll take the kids did it for 200 alleys. Hey, Mickey's Adventures, welcome in. Yeah, I think it was the kids too. I think it was too. I try not to put it on them. But Wonder of the Seas has like somewhere between 8,000 to 10,000 people on it. Like, I mean, you're bound. It was bound to happen. So, but yeah, the flight was rough. The kids were definitely hacking on the flight. So, but yeah. So I'm hoping I get well, but I saw quite a few of you guys on the Wonder of the Seas cruise. So if you did join, shout out to you. I'm so happy that I was able to share that deal. So you guys stay tuned. I have been working through how I want to go forward with sharing deals because there's so many opportunities to get last minute cruises, especially right now. And so I've been trying to decide, like, do I want to do an email list? Do I want to make it a membership? Or how do I want to do it? But honestly, I really want as many of you guys to get that information as possible. And even though it is work to me and I don't book other cruise lines outside of Virgin, I don't really want to straightforward charge for the information because I really enjoy being able to give that to you guys. But what I am going to do is add a way to give me a little tip. So you will be able to tip jar or buy me a cruise drink or buy me a coffee or whatever y'all want to do. Send $1 and send $2. So when you see the cruise deals, I'll put that little link there and you all are welcome to donate. And that's how I want to do it. So I know it's something I probably should be charging for. I got that real bad about not charging what I'm supposed to. But I want to be able to provide that to you guys. But I do want to give you guys a way to support me because y'all have been asking too. So I appreciate those of you who are like, what can we do for you to support you because you gave us this deal and all that. And I don't want to book it because y'all know I don't book nothing outside of Virgin. But I do want to at least have that in place. So I appreciate you guys who asked. Nicole said, hey Jen, I can't book a cruise with you right now, but hope you get to top 100. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate it. Look, y'all just send the well wishes. Tell a friend, tell anybody, send them my way. So, but yeah, I understand because I'm not even booking myself for no cruises right now. I was trying to see, was it one that I wanted to go on that I could book, but I'm all booked. Thank you, Mickey, for telling them. Please do hit that thumbs up because we are just shooting the breeze today. It's October. Happy October, everybody. Hope you guys have been enjoying your day. Y'all, this year is almost over. I cannot believe we are in October. Like, how did this happen? I remember January, and it's been a tough year. It has been a tough year. I don't know about y'all, but this year has been a struggle. Just everything has just gone to hell in the handbasket the entire year. So, but happy we're here. We're going to get ready to close this thing out. If you guys don't know, I have my big annual cruise coming, which is Friendsgiving. So we'll be sailing next month. It's so weird saying that, but yeah, next month. The number is steadily growing every day. If you did not know, Friendsgiving is November 21st to 26th, and it is on Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady. We're going to Grand Turk into Bimini, Bahamas, and spots are still available. If they still are booking you on Virgin Voyages website, I can still book you. So if you want to join my group cruise, it's not too late. I think we have over 50 people now. Honestly, I stopped counting, but because this is the biggest group I've had, I'm a little scared, but I'm really excited because I know this is going to be a great group. We have our first group call tomorrow, so I'll get to meet more of the ladies and kind of talk to them a little bit more in detail tomorrow. But that is coming up, and it is available if you want to book. Hey, Keisha, girl, where you been? I have not seen you in a minute. Hey, Hen Life, welcome in. But yeah, but what y'all want to talk about? What we talking about, y'all? I feel like I've been yapping my mouth for the last 13 minutes. What y'all want to ask about cruising? We can talk about solo cruising. We can talk about, let's not talk about Virgin's changes. Honestly, I don't want to talk about it. But we can talk about solo cruising. We can talk about getting you on a Virgin cruise. Let's talk about some of the deals I'm seeing today, actually. Because I have not looked, excuse me, I have not looked at what the pricing looks like for Virgin right now. Let's see if we can find some solo cruise deals for the next couple of months. We are still heavy into hurricane season. There were like 2 hurricanes that were forming together and like almost touching, I think yesterday. I was like, that is wild. So hopefully that passes or they downgrade those down. But as of right now, it's not looking good to travel this week. Luckily, I don't think I have any clients leaving right now. But let's see here. So for November, if you want to go from San Juan, let me say a one-way to San Juan on the Valiant Lady. So I guess it's going to go from Miami to San Juan to St. Martin. You could do that solo for $1,196. So that's pretty good, under $1,200. And that's probably going to be a sea terrace. Let me see what we have here. Hey Seth, welcome in. Around laying low. I hear you, girl. Lay low. Look, that's what I need to be doing. Miss Jen, I'm thinking about booking my first Virgin cruise with you. I usually go Celebrity. Come on, book Virgin. Celebrity is great too, though. Now, I will say, being on Wonder of the Seas, it showed me. I don't think that there are no Royal Caribbean cruises that I really want to try right now. I won't say that I don't like Royal Caribbean as a cruise line, but it's one of my least favorite. However, Celebrity is like the upscale sister luxury version of look, I'm so used to saying version of Royal Caribbean, and I would do Celebrity in a heartbeat. I love Celebrity, so if you like Celebrity, I do feel like Virgin would be a good mix for you. You're gonna have more of the fun. It's like a mix of luxury with the fun and with a little bit more of a laid back vibe. But Celebrity was great. I'm glad somebody hid whatever that message was. Y'all, why people be getting so weird on the lives? I just don't get it. Thank you, Mickey. I appreciate you. Hey, Hudson. Let's see. They have 2 of those 109 deals left. They do? I didn't even see any of them. So, like, I checked earlier. Maybe somebody left it out of their cart, took it out their cart, because I did not see any of the 109 deals. Let's see. Keisha said, how did you decide where to book your European pre-cruise hotel? So luckily, actually, Virgin had planned that for me. So that was one where I collaborated with them. But it was the Intercontinental, and I feel like it wasn't far from the cruise port. I did have to use an Uber taxi in order to get to the cruise port from there. But I feel like I wasn't riding longer than like 10 or 15 minutes. So I usually recommend people do that one because I don't remember seeing a lot of other hotels in that area. But if you do book a group Greece cruise with me, I can definitely take a look and see what else is out there. Because I actually have quite a few clients that have gone. So I have a number of recommendations now. Hey, Janine said, I love Virgin Voyages, going on my 3rd Virgin cruise in December. Ooh, how exciting. What itinerary are you doing in December? And has anybody been on Brilliant Lady? So I'm really excited to hear what the Brilliant Lady experience has been like. Honestly, I got to do a little digging myself. I've heard that the shows are a little difficult to get into on Brilliant Lady. So I got to get on that ship myself and do a little digging and figure out a way around. Y'all know, once I get on these ships, like one thing about it, I really do enjoy cruising, but I also, when I go, I have my work antennas on. So I'm always trying to find how to help you guys beat the system or get around whatever the issues are. And I'm hearing there may be an issue with the shows. And it's probably because there's so many new ones that people actually want to go. So for the longest, for like the first 3 years, all of the Virgin ships were doing the same shows. They were like dual reality, and Ships in the Night, I think, was one of them. But for me, after seeing it like twice, I didn't have to go to any more shows. So there was always extra room because I wasn't going. But all of these shows on Brilliant Lady are new, and I'm hearing that they're in high demand. So I'm eager to see what that experience is like. But I'm not hearing good things when it comes to how difficult it is to get in the shows, to be honest. So we'll see. I'm a rock star sailor, have done that, only that category. Okay, girl, rock star, come on. I'm hoping I can do one of those soon. Last time I did Mega out of San Juan, but now I'm following you, so I gotta get some. Girl, you mean you've been booking rock star, you ain't booking with me? I'm so bad, but I'm glad you've enjoyed it. But see, that says a lot that you have done Rockstar multiple times. So definitely a great experience. I have never personally had a Rockstar room, but in working with Virgin on a couple of the sailings, I've been to Richard's Rooftop and had kind of like a little bit of the Rockstar perks. Not the same as having the room, no. I want the room. Hey, DTL Travel. DR, Turks and Caicos, San Juan, and Samoa. Oh, okay, yeah, I saw that one. I have not been to Samoa either, so I think that's in the Dominican Republic. I don't know anything about it, but that'll be a nice, new, interesting one. It's 8 nights. I'm sure I'm missing something. Yeah, so my trip is going to Turks and Caicos in November. I went earlier in January, and it's really, really pretty there. So I actually remember seeing that itinerary. So I think you're going to have a great time on it. It's okay, girl. It's all right. You know about me now. That's all that matters. And look, if you've been on 3, you're going back on another one. So just give me next time. Looking to do my first non-group solo Virgin Voyages. Love the group solo, and I'm wondering if I can actually survive without an actual group. Steph, you're a man. Of course you can survive. Like, you are gonna be free reign. Like, I I don't be telling the men, but I tell them, like, getting on Virgin Voyages, it's just free game for you. First off, women are always eager to meet people. So with the number of solo events they have and the number of solo travelers that go, you will be just fine. It is great when you can kind of go in that group setting for people that, you know, just are totally uncomfortable traveling by themselves. But you know, if anytime you want to go solo on Virgin, it is so easy. And I'm reminded of that when I went on like Royal Caribbean and I went to the solo meetup. And I think this is gonna be in the vlog. I think I recorded for a second, but they don't do hosted solo meetups. So with Virgin, they have like a set time. It comes in the app. You go to this meetup and like they have actual staff, which is part of the happenings cast, that like helps you to introduce yourself to other people. And it's just like really kind of laid out, and it's more of a comfortable kind of solo event. Well, Royal Caribbean put it in the app and they were like, just meet here at this bar for the solo travelers. Well, people showed up. They didn't really have a set place. The bar was already filled with other people, so there really wasn't like a secluded space for solo travelers. And so it's already awkward being there by yourself. And you have to walk up and be like, hey, are you here for the solo meetup thing? And you have to kind of take it upon yourself to introduce yourself to other travelers. So that's why I always say like Virgin is so great for solo, because even the setup of that and the fact that they put together dinners now every night for solo travelers is great. Like this Royal Caribbean experience, I never linked up with any of the people that I met at the solo event because it was just so weird, and it was just such a wide array of people and vibes. And I was there for a second, then I was like, y'all, I'm out, because it was just it just wasn't hitting on nothing. So I think you'll be great. When is your next cruise with me? Next cruise with me is going to be April, is it the 7th through the 11th? It's out of LA, but it's on Brilliant Lady with Virgin Voyages. So that's the next cruise with me. And I also have a group cruise in June on Celebrity, where I'm teaming up with some other solo travelers. So those are only 2 cruises for next year as of right now. Mickey's telling y'all to match those thumbs up with the number of participants. Thank you, guys. We got 30 people in here and only 14 thumbs up. Please hit the thumbs up, guys. Is anyone going to be on a Valiant Lady out of Puerto Rico November 8th? Let me think. Do I have anybody going? I don't think I have anybody going out of there. But I'm sure there's always a Facebook group for every sailing. So go to Facebook, type in Virgin Voyages Valiant Lady November 8th or whatever the first day of that cruise is, and you'll find out who's on there. And you can kind of gauge, and you know, you can sit back and watch, or you can just post who I was going to be on this group cruise solo, and you'll find a number of people. Let's see. I feel safe as a woman traveling on Virgin Voyages. Absolutely. I definitely do. Do you know if Virgin Voyages changed all of the first solo dinners to Gumbay? I heard something about that yesterday, and I have not received any verification on if that's true or not, or if it's happened across the board. It's funny. I do my group dinner at Gumbay just because I know that that's the one that a solo traveler would never want to go to because of the setup of it, because they don't let you sit at the table by yourself. You're forced to sit there with people. And I've had some awkward, like 2 awkward instances when it came to that. It wasn't them. It was just, you know, I was there with a family, and so they kind of looked at me strange. And then the second time I went with a group, and they didn't drink at all. So I was like the only one there drinking. So it was kind of, you know, kind of weird. And if you don't know, you play a drinking game. So I have not heard if that's true for all of them. I would imagine that that's probably going to happen because Razzle Dazzle used to be the restaurant that people did not want to go to. Like, let's keep it real. That's why they all have gotten changed out and got the refresh of Lucky Lotus and of Rojo on Brilliant Lady. So I think that now that they're becoming the more popular restaurants with the changes that they've made and the new menus, they're probably going to move people out to Gumbay instead. So don't know if that's happened on all of them yet, but hopefully I have some answers for you next week. I think I have a solo traveler going next week, so hopefully I can find out. Same for Carnival. You're on your own. Yep. Carnival was the same way. But I do feel like the solo travelers on Carnival, at least in my experience, were a little bit different. Maybe they were a little bit younger. And that's what it was. Because, I mean, everybody in this group, for the most part, was older. There was a group of girls who came on the cruise together, but they were like, we're all single, so we're here. So it just wasn't a good match, or really anybody that I felt like, you know what, I'm going to hang with you and, you know, stick with you throughout the cruise. Do you have a website to book through you? I do. I will put it in the bottom of this video. When I start typing stuff, I get to messing up on here. So I'm not going to type it in, but I do have a website. And if you look at in the link of any of my videos, it's there now. But I'll put it in here once I get off. I'm your person going on that cruise. Oh, okay. You're the one going on. No, I have somebody else going next week too. It's like 3 people going next week. So let's see, Miss Kelly. I thought your name on here looked familiar, and I was trying to figure out who you were. But now that you said you're going next week, I know who you are. Thank you, DTL. Let me see if I can pin it. Let me see. Thank you, girl. Appreciate you. How did you become a travel agent with Virgin Voyages? Great question. So I started by really just going by myself, and I started, of course, you guys know, doing content, and then actually went through training through a separate agency, because most of the time when you become a travel agent, you have to go through what's known as a host agency, signed up with them, and they already had the relationship with Virgin Voyages, and from there I was able to start selling Virgin through them. And I actually can sell any cruise line. But that's a perfect segue, because that is what the next live is about. So on Saturday, I am hosting a live all about being a travel agent. I posted a link in my stories on Instagram where I asked you guys to send me questions, but I will be on here live on Saturday morning. The plan is 10 a.m. Hopefully all my nasalness is gone by then. But if not, we rolling with it and talking anyway. But yeah, so I'm going to be answering all questions about how I became a travel agent, just giving you guys tips and just talking about it, because like I was telling you guys, my goal this year has been to be one of the top travel agents with Virgin Voyages. Hopefully I'm there or on my way to there. But either way, what I have been able to do, according to some other people I've talked to, has been pretty amazing as a travel agent. Especially someone who did not start with like a family reunion or start with a group of friends or anyone that I could book. So all of my clients come 100% from this content. I don't DM and harass people. I really don't have a marketing outreach outside of that I've used in the past. Now I have a strategy where I do a little bit of outreach, but everything has been inbound. And so, like, for those of you who feel that sales is super cringy, that's why I want to host this class and teach you guys a little bit about what I've been able to do by just making videos, because it's great. I don't have to say please buy from me like I just did at the beginning of this video, because it's so uncomfortable. I usually can just make videos, but we're doing something a little different since I'm at the finish line and trying to get into this top 100. Thank you for posting the links, DTL. Hopefully they work, because sometimes they don't. You should get a team of agents under you. I'm down. You know, I've thought about that. And actually my host agency does have the option for you to kind of get a team under you. But to be honest, I don't have the time to really train agents. And y'all, if y'all don't know, anything I go into, like, I'm all or nothing. So if I don't have the time to do it, I don't make it available for you guys. And honestly, I'm stretched a little thin now. Like, even just being sick last week just knocked everything out of me. So hopefully in the future I can train some people. I am putting together a program to tell you guys exactly everything I have done to get to this point and how I create content. But I don't know if I'd ever be able to train travel agents right now. But thanks for at least putting a bug in my ear. Let me see. There's some links in here, so let me see if I can get in between here. Hey, Danielle, girl, what's up? Yeah, I noticed it more on a recent vlog. Yeah, about the changes in the restaurant. Let me see here. Okay, I think I got all the comments. I think I got them all in there. Thank you so much, Leah, for putting those links in there. Just woke up, yawn, and kicking my butt. Hey, Pam, how you doing, girl? Just woke up. Look, and you know what's so funny? I was thinking about taking a nap, and I was like, let me just get on live and talk to everybody. I'm looking forward to your trip, too. I think your trip is February, if I'm not mistaken. I'm surprised I can remember so much. Yeah, the spam emails have been so bad that are coming through. I just saw one come across my phone, and it usually scares me because I keep getting one that says like I put out some copyright content. I'm like, I come up with all my content, so that's impossible. April to Jamaica. April, that's right. That's right. I remembered it was Jamaica. I just didn't remember the month. Someone actually told me, hold on, let me see if I can find it, that Norwegian has some really good solo deals right now. I have not been on Norwegian yet. I don't think it's going to happen for me this year, to be honest. I'm a little tapped out on cruises. But if you can get away, I think in the next 2 months, Norwegian had a deal that was like $249 for a solo traveler. Let me see if I can find it. So yeah, the deals are going to be deep into this video. But I told you guys, when I see a deal, I just want to share it with you all. I don't have to be the one to book it for you. I know that's not right. Hold on. Let me go to this month. Port of departure. Okay, here it is. Sorry, y'all. I don't even know how to work Norwegian site like that. Okay. So the $200 one is gone, but there is a sailing, a 3-day to the Bahamas. It goes to Great Stirrup Cay, so I'm guessing that's Norwegian's private island, $319, and that's with the taxes, fees, and everything. And the date on that one is Norwegian Pearl, so I don't know how old that ship is or anything, but the dates are December 19th through 22nd, and that's for an inside room. So if you are interested in sailing on Norwegian, couple deals under lots of deals under $500, about 8 of them under $500 for interior rooms. I've heard Norwegian is really, really good for solo travelers, which is why I have been eager to try them, but I just cannot ever make the time to work. But these deals are selling out of Miami, Tampa, Jacksonville. So you got a couple options. Check out Norwegian's website. Filter the number of people down to 1 and sort by low and high. That is how I find the deals, y'all. I go through the regular websites. I have access as a travel agent to everything, but typically I prefer to use the regular websites, and that's the answer. That's how I find them. So just take a look. If you're looking for a last minute solo cruise, you can find some through Norwegian right now. Norwegian was my first cruise. It was all right. Can't wait to sail Virgin Voyages. That's what I keep hearing, and that's why I have not been so quick to jump on Norwegian. Like, I really want to see their solo lounge and solo cabins, but I just never hear anybody say anything like Norwegian had the best this, so that's why I was so excited about it. I did want to get on the Aqua, which is their new ship. Y'all know I'm not getting on that, what is it called, like a slide coaster or something. They got like some crazy stuff outdoors that you can do. Y'all know I'm not doing it, but I would have liked to have seen it. But I just never hear that Norwegian has anything that just really stands out. So that's why they're not high on my list and why I haven't done it yet. But hopefully I'll have a little perspective for you guys soon. Hi Michelle, good evening. Thank you for joining. Help me, Janice. Yana is putting belt to ass. Oh, girl, what is you talking about? Hi, be on Friendsgiving. Monique, I'm getting excited. I hope I don't overpack my first cruise. Hey, Monique. Thank you. I'm so excited to have you joining Friendsgiving. I was just saying we'll have our first group call tomorrow. It's not too late to join Friendsgiving this year. We're going to Grand Turk into Bimini in November. So can't wait to talk to you tomorrow. I feel like I know you a little bit better. Like when I saw M. Danielle, maybe your name is the same on social media or something. But looking forward to meeting you tomorrow. Well, I'm not scrolling one. Love. Okay. Let's see here. I thought Scarlet Lady got rid of Razzle Dazzle and replaced it with the Asian restaurant, but I saw it on the dining options today. Yeah, Ashley, so Razzle Dazzle is still Razzle Dazzle breakfast in the morning, so it still has like the eggs and all that. And then in the evening, it's called Razzle Dazzle, but it switches to the Lucky Lotus menu. So everything looks the same. You know, as far as we're concerned, that restaurant didn't get an upgrade, I don't think, on the look. So it looks just like Razzle Dazzle, but it's just Razzle Dazzle and then the Buy Lucky Lotus is what they did. So they did change out the menu though. So, and I'll get to try that for the first time with you guys too, because I haven't been back on Scarlet Lady since our first, I guess my first group cruise. So I haven't been on Scarlet in years. It's been moved to wherever it's been. Let's see here. Once you go virgin, you never go back. Ain't that the truth? Oh, thank you, Keisha. I appreciate it. Oh, look, I think this is my first time getting a super chat. I'm so excited. Thank you. I appreciate it. I keep missing a Friendsgiving. I need to do it next year. Yep, you should. You should. I am actually getting ready to go ahead and announce Friendsgiving for next year. To be honest, y'all, it's been so much going on that I wanted to release Friendsgiving earlier, but I kept going back and forth about which itinerary I wanted to do. But I do want to go ahead and reserve the rooms and at least pull them before whatever is about to happen October 7th. So Friendsgiving announcement usually comes out as I'm on the Friendsgiving for this year, but this one is a little bit of a bigger trip. So there's a little hint. So I am going to announce it earlier than the cruise that's taking place this year. So really, really excited about Friendsgiving for next year. And hopefully you guys can come. I mean, I just feel like when November, when you're getting into holiday season, you need that trip for yourself. So I'm so happy to have a trip that's coming at that time of year. And even with the amount of time that I travel, Friendsgiving is my cruise that I don't really work on. Like y'all notice, usually I have a vlog for each day of my trip, but when it comes to Friendsgiving, I don't do a lot of vlogging. I capture just enough, and I really get to be immersed and spend time with you guys. So it's my trip too. So I'm looking forward to Friendsgiving, and I hope that more of you guys can join next year that couldn't make it this year. Thank you, Mickey. I see you put somebody in timeout. Thank you. My birthday is April. What cruise are you doing that month? It's Virgin Voyages Brilliant Lady. It's the first sailing that's going to be out of LA. So this is going to be the first time they sail out of LA. So this is going to be my first time being on one of Virgin's quote unquote Mermaidian is what they call it, instead of inaugural cruises. But Brilliant Lady, of course, has been out since September, but it'll be the first sailing out of LA. And it is the 7th through the 11th, or like the 7th through the 12th. It's something like that. I keep getting the dates mixed up because they're similar to the June group cruise. I've never done a group cruise, but I'm intrigued. I might muster up the courage to try. You should, Tammy. Like, I'm telling you, a group cruise is not bad. Now, you have to go with the right people. And that's one of the reasons why I started hosting mine, because I've been on, my first 2 cruises were group cruises. And the first time I went, I just didn't mesh well with the group. And I felt like I was forced to do a lot of stuff that I really didn't want to do, and do stuff with the group. And when I wanted to venture off, they were kind of like, well, why are you leaving us? And so I was like, I just never want to be that type of person when I host a cruise. And I thought that I was just funny acting. And I was like, people are not going to like cruising with me because I give you too much freedom. Like, I'm not that person that has to be on you every second of the day. But I realized a lot of people like that. And that's what they really like about my group cruises. Like, it is no stress, no pressure. If you want to come to the group events, you can. If you don't, nobody says anything to you. I might do a wellness check on you. I did have somebody I had to check on. I was like, girl, I have not seen you since the first day. I'm just making sure you good. And she said, yeah, and that was it. So if you go with the right people, you can have a good time on a group cruise. And one of the things I feel really fortunate about is a lot of times the people within my group, they make friends with each other. I've had some that have made road trips together to go and buy a car together. I've had others that have met up in New York and done dinner together. So a lot of times you end up meeting somebody that you have a long-term friendship with that's outside of just me, because I'm just one person. So I try to mix and mingle, and so that's the only thing that's a little busy for me when it comes to the group trips, because I really try to get to know everybody at least a little bit. But they really connect with each other to the point where I be feeling left out, and I'm like, hold on, y'all can't leave me. I want to come. But we do karaoke together. I'm incorporating some new stuff this year, which I have not told them yet, but I can tell y'all after tomorrow, because I'm telling them tomorrow. But I'm putting in some new events this year. We're doing Gumbay again. We do Gumbay every year together just because it's the most awkward restaurant to do as a solo traveler. So the fact that they have this group together makes it a lot better. But it's going to be a good time. I'm looking forward to it. That's the selling I think it is for next year. I'm gonna wait and celebrate my birthday 2 months later on Friendsgiving. I got you, girl. Look. Let's see. My Virgin cruise was a month ago. Miss it deeply. Brother was living the good life. Okay, Jamar, I see you. Let's see. So a month ago. Where did you go? Because they were offering just about everything. Did you do the 4-day sailing or did you do one of the 5-day sailings? I'm in for Friendsgiving 26. Okay, Miss Kelly, let me go ahead and get that information out. I told y'all, like, this getting sick just threw everything off. I had so many plans of things I wanted to do, and I messed around and got sick. And I was like, that's what I get for procrastinating, because this stuff was supposed to have been done. I've been doing group cruises for family cruise vacations for years, and many people said you should get paid for all the stress you go through. It can be stressful with family. Now, I will say, when it came to starting my business, I kind of went through this little phase where I was like, man, I really wish I had like family that could support, and I had like a friend group. That was the first thing I went through. I was like, I wish I had like a big friend group where I could just be planning trips for them and easily just kind of get paid. But I've been really fortunate in being able to like do this online and connect with so many of you guys that you guys book your trips. So y'all don't know me that well, so I get to turn it off. And that's what I say, that's the negative that comes with having like friends and family that you book with, because of course you're not going to be professional all the time, and they're not going to be professional all the time. They might text you at 11 o'clock and ask you something about their trip, and depending on how close you are, you're going to respond. I don't have that. Well, people email me at 11. Sometimes I respond just because I want to, but I really have that freedom to be as professional or unprofessional as I want. So that's the good thing about not working with friends and family. But yeah, it is tough. It can be rough when you're working with people, because the people want what they want. So Mayan Soul, you know what? And that's the one I have not done yet. I have not done Mayan Soul yet. So I gotta knock that out soon. I've done one group cruise. It was with an amazing group of people, but definitely appreciate my me time cruise experiences, which make the family time experiences better. That's true. That's true. I really want to take my family on a group cruise. I think my family would like Virgin. Y'all know my sister loves Virgin, and she was the one that I was worried about that wouldn't like cruises. She's a little bit younger than me. So I was like, I don't know if cruises are really gonna be her thing, but she loves it now. But I'm gonna get my mom out hopefully in January, and then hopefully I can get my parents out together. That's gonna be funny seeing them on a cruise together. Y'all, my parents, I was just talking about this about Carnival. So I really take it to heart when people start bashing Carnival. Like when that stuff started recently about the fights and all the stuff, I had to come offline because Carnival was first off my first solo cruise. And for me, I feel like that one opened so many doors for me and opened me to a life of cruising. And so when people started talking junk about it, I was like, I feel like people want to be elitist and they always want to find some way to put something down. Y'all know I love Virgin, and I'm a little bougie. I am, but you will never hear me say anything negative about Carnival. Now, I have a little negative to say about Royal Caribbean, but it's actually based on the experience, not the fact that it is a cheaper cruise. But my parents' very first cruise was on Carnival, and they've only been on one. That was probably the only vacation my parents have ever been on. So Carnival holds such a special place in my heart, but I really, really want to get my parents on a Virgin cruise. They probably would enjoy Carnival a little bit more. I don't know. They slightly bougie. I'm working on getting them into bougie land, but I think they would enjoy people watching on Carnival more. But I really want to take them on a Virgin cruise. So I think it's great when you can cruise and travel with your family. We just never did that growing up for me. I don't know why we didn't. I thought we were middle class. Maybe we weren't. Maybe we couldn't afford to, and they hid it from me. I don't know. But really want to get my entire family on a cruise together. I think it would be fun. Let's see. Love your channel. I'm thinking of my first solo cruise for my birthday. You absolutely should do a solo cruise for your birthday. I am a huge proponent of that. That was the best birthday I had. Like this year, I didn't do anything for my birthday, and I sat at home and I moped around. Like I said, I was never going to do again because I forgot to plan a group cruise. I forgot to plan a cruise because I had a group cruise weeks before my birthday, but I should have been gone. Plan a trip for your birthday. If it's not a cruise, do something special for yourself. Do not sit at home by yourself on your birthday. Go on a trip. It's fun. Carnival was my first cruise. Yeah, so many people, Carnival is their first cruise, and that's why I'm like, you're not gonna ever hear me say anything bad about them. Like I just know for me, like I like nice ships. I don't really care. It's not the Carnival experience that I have an issue with. It's the fact that it has to be a nice ship. So I went on Conquest, and my Conquest sailing, I was disappointed. It was not wild at all. Like I was saying it in the vlogs. I was like, I was waiting on somebody to do a split or somebody to do something interesting. And like everybody was so chill. They were loud in the hallways, but that was it. But I like a 7-day Carnival cruise. I want to get on Mardi Gras was my first one. I loved Mardi Gras. But I really want to try out Jubilee. But I don't allow nobody to do no Carnival bashing because I don't like that. I just feel like people just want to say, a lot of times the people who be complaining too, they're people who haven't even been on the other cruise line. So it's like, how can you have a judgment and say something about something that you haven't even done? But yeah. Hey, TJ's Destinations, welcome in. I have been seeing your TikToks. So I recently got on to you, learned about you through, think Meet and I, maybe, watching their videos from their group cruise. So welcome in. Happy to see you here. Love your content. Carnival was my first two, and I was like, nope. You know what? That's valid. At least you went. If you go on Carnival and then you say something negative, that's valid. Then I did Virgin Voyages. That's the thing. Virgin spoils you. And that's why I'm like, please, please, please don't let this experience change. Don't let Virgin change. Because I love being on Virgin. Like, when people talk about living on a ship, I think they're crazy. As much as I love to cruise, I have to come home to a base of something at some point. But if I had to live on a ship, it's going to be a Virgin ship for sure. Everybody's first cruise is Carnival. I feel like everybody starts with Carnival. Like, Carnival is the fun cruise. It's so much fun. I hate when people talk bad about it. I would do Carnival so much more often if I could. Thank you for telling people to hit the thumbs up. Only cruise Carnival, and I never had a bad experience, but looking forward to try other lines. Yeah, and I mean, I think that people, if you can, you should branch out. But the only thing is, I know a lot of people, you can only cruise maybe once a year, maybe once every 2 years. And so you want to go with the experience that you know is closest to what you want. So, like, a lot of times when people want to book Virgin Cruises with me, I'm like, look, if you are looking to turn up and you want to, like, party hard, go on your Carnival cruise. Just go on a nice 7-day on one of the newer Carnival ships. Go have a good time. Have at it. Like, there is something for everybody. There are people who love Royal Caribbean. Y'all know it ain't me. But there are people who love the vibe of their ship. Now, I love their solarium. Now, that was nice. But I don't love Royal Caribbean. I don't see any reason why I would want to put that cruise above anything other than getting a good deal like I did. But there's nothing wrong with Carnival. You just got to go on the right ship, and you just got to go with the right expectation. It's not bougie. It's not going to be the experience you would have on Celebrity. Just know that. I'm going to do a Virgin Cruise for my birthday. Good. Well, I'm here for you. I was saying earlier, if you're just joining, book your Virgin Voyages cruises with me. I'm trying to get into Virgin Voyages, top 100 travel agents. The deadline for the counting, or whenever they're going to count up the number, is going to be October 31st. So I have 30 more days to talk to you guys and talk your ears off about booking your Virgin Cruise with me. So please do, if you're planning on it. Carnival was all right till I tried Virgin. You know what? That's kind of how it goes. You be like, oh, you know what? Carnival is it. Then you try Virgin, you're like, you know what? I might not go back to Carnival. That's exactly what it was for me. Late to the party, but hey, ladies, hey, Jen. Hey, J. Rochelle. It's your next solo for Friendsgiving because I need to be on that cruise. Yes, the next cruise I have coming up for me and for the group is Friendsgiving, November 21st through 26th. Virgin Voyages, Scarlet Lady. Still, I think every room type except the Solo Insider and Solo Sea View is available. But you can book Solo in any of the other room types. We can get you in a regular Insider. We can get you in a... Might not be any sea views. Those usually go fast. But I know we have balconies. Everything that's available, we can still get you on for Friendsgiving. just know that payment is due in full because we're under 120 days to the selling. Somebody told me the pricing was really good today, so let me see where it's at. Since some of you guys are asking, I don't want to see no kids on vacation. Look, after this little cold I just had, I don't want to see no kids either. Carnival was my first in 2000. I'm still with them. TJ, have you tried a Virgin cruise yet? I know I just saw you on Carnival because you had something crazy happen on yours. I think where it was somebody got sick or maybe the police had to be called. I don't know. It was something that happened. I know you had an incident on your cruise. Oh, yeah, so my Wonder of the Seas cruise was the cruise that had to turn around and go back to Miami because something happened. I honestly still don't know what happened. Because I don't, whenever something happens on the ship, and that can happen any cruise line. So let's just get that out the way. When something happens, I try to go the opposite way because I don't want it to be any chances of me getting a lifetime ban from these cruise ships. So if you see a fight break out, if I'm in an airport or I'm on a ship and somebody punch me, you got it, because I'm not getting a lifetime ban. But something happened on my Wonder of the Seas cruise. I'm not sure what it was, but it was bad enough to where we had to turn around and go back to Miami. So I did have to talk about that in the vlog, and I hated it. Because like I said, y'all, I just hate the stigma that these cruises get. But it can happen on anywhere. It can happen on any cruise line. All right, so I got the pricing pulled up. Look, I just ran by that real quick. But I got the pricing pulled up for my group cruise. And actually, there is one solo sea view left. And it is $2,025. There is a sea view locking in rate. There are 3 of those left for $1,602. So you can get on my cruise right now for as little as $1,602. And that is going to, as of today, include your gratuities, your workout classes, all of your dining, so access to over 20 restaurants, your entertainment, everything you need other than your alcohol, and if you want to do excursions. And to be honest, you really don't need excursions for this particular sailing because Grand Turk has a beach there and chairs where you can just sit out, and the Bimini Beach Club has everything you need. So you can get on for that. If you want to do a balcony, they start at $2,002. So good rate still for the group cruise. If you want to come on Friendsgiving, which is November 21st, email me and I will be happy to get you booked. First Virgin will be February. Okay, TJ. I can't wait to see what you think of it coming from being a big Carnival fan. That's always interesting to see. Hopefully you have a good itinerary. Is that going to be Meet and I's cruise or Meet's birthday cruise in February? I'm hoping I can get on that one too. I've never been interested in Carnival. My birthday cruise was supposed to be on the Ritz-Carlton Yacht Collection, but you convinced me to try Virgin. Girl, wait a minute. You going on Ritz-Carlton though? I don't know. Maybe you should have gone on the Ritz. No, Virgin is great, but I really want to try that Ritz-Carlton. But I'm gonna need them to pay for it because I ain't able. So, girl, look. Did you get you a Rockstar suite? I feel like the Ritz is expensive. I priced it one time and I was like, oh Lord, I ain't able. Carnival was my first and only cruise line until January with Virgin Voyages. Well, Tammy, what do you think now that you have tried Virgin? Are you going back to Carnival or are you Team Virgin now? Have you ever done a cold weather cruise, or would you like Alaska or Canada? I have not done one yet, but I'm hoping to get on Virgin for Alaska next year, or Norwegian. Norwegian has some good Alaska deals this year, and I was hoping to get on it. Just didn't work out with the timing. Because they always want to go to Alaska in the summertime, and summer is so expensive to cruise. But I would love to try one. At first I was like, would I like to cruise when it's cold? But I think I could do it, so I'm looking forward to that and that different experience. 34 for 34. All right. Thank you for the thumbs up. Look, Mickey girl, you are on it. I'm telling you, I appreciate you. Never been on Carnival, but I definitely want to try it. Seth, it's going to be a different vibe. Like, you have to go on the right Carnival. Now, Carnival has Celebration Key, and I've kind of heard mixed reviews about it. I think a lot of people expect it to be like Perfect Day at Coco, okay? Now, that is one thing I say that Royal Caribbean does well. Nobody is touching Perfect Day Cocoa Cay. It is great. So I'm eager to see what Celebration Key is like. So maybe try, if you go on Carnival, go on an itinerary that has Celebration Key on it. And if you can, go on one of the bigger and newer ships. Now, Carnival did announce that Carnival Mardi Gras, which is the one I love, that has New Orleans theme and all that, it is moving to, I can't remember. It's going somewhere, and it's going to do shorter sailings. So it's going to do 3 and 4 day sailings, and I think 2027 maybe. So it seems like it's far away, but it's really not. So that might be a good one to try. Been following you a while. I always thought you should be a TA. Go girl. Thank you. She's traveling again. I appreciate it. Yeah, I jumped into the travel agent boat a year ago now. I think today may be my 1-year anniversary. Just got off Norwegian Escape in a solo cabin. Had a great time, but it's really low key. Want to go on Virgin Voyages, but only out of New York. Okay, stars by Teresa. That's interesting. So low key. Maybe that's why I don't hear much about Norwegian. I really, really do want to give them a fair try. So as far as cruise lines that I haven't done that I really want to try, Norwegian and Princess. So I know Princess steers to be a little bit of an older crowd and just a little bit of a different experience. But I feel like I would enjoy it because they have some really beautiful ships. If you give me a beautiful ship, I can do whatever. Y'all know I'm old at heart anyway. All I do is nap. So you know, I'm cool with the older people. I'm good with the older crowd. So they probably don't have a lot of good music, and I know y'all are big music buffs. People were not happy with Virgin's music at first, so luckily they got some new DJs in that do a fix of that. So I wouldn't expect there to be great music on Princess, but I think it would be a good experience, definitely for a short one. But I gotta check out this Norwegian thing. I might need to get on one of these Norwegian deals because I need to be able to experience it for myself. Because Teresa, tell me what you liked about Norwegian. I'm just trying to find some reason to push me to it, and nobody ever tells me anything that excites me to go other than my curiosity. Trying to get my cousin on Virgin Voyages. You should, Danielle. I agree 1000%. No kids. Look, I say it so much about not having kids on the cruise that people gonna think I can't stand kids, but I really, really like them. It's just totally different when you don't have them on the cruise. And coming off this Wonder of the Seas cruise, which it's smack dab in the middle of the school year. Like I'm like, it was September. Why are all these kids out of school on this cruise? I don't know if everybody's still homeschooling or what the case was, but they definitely were there. They were running around. You did hear crying. There was one video where I was just sitting there looking at my phone, and I just happened to be recording, and there was a kid just screaming. I'm talking about just screaming in the background. I was like, yeah, if you have the option to not cruise like this, it's great. So, of course, Virgin. So I'm hearing that Viking is adults only. We know Virgin is. And Celebrity just doesn't have like the water slides and all the stuff that are for kids. So it kind of skews it to being more of an adults only cruise, even though they're not. And I think the price point is what kind of pushes Celebrity into that realm. But I really, really like Celebrity, y'all. That's the cruise line I want to do more than any. So I did one cruise with them, which was the Ascent. And that was their newest ship. I did like a preview sailing. They have a new ship coming out this year, but their ships are beautiful. So I would say if you're someone who wants like a good party mix and you want like kind of, you're in that, I would say like 30 to 50 range, Virgin is going to be the place for you to go. If you're closer to like the 50 to, well, 50 and up, really, then Celebrity is going to be the better luxury feel for you. Hey Melody, how you doing, girl? My first 3 cruises were on Carnival, no shade, but I love Virgin, no comparison. Great solo experience. Thank you, Melody. And Melody was one who booked her Virgin cruise with me, so I appreciate you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm on Scarlet Lady in February and Brilliant Lady in April out of Los Angeles. TJ, are you going on the Los Angeles one I'm going on? I'm going on the first one out of there, the one that's like the 7th. Hopefully I catch you on one. Me too, tired of flying to Miami. Yeah, so I went If y'all didn't know, I went to New York to see Brilliant Lady before it left out of its first sailings. And next year, Valiant Lady will be there. And they're actually going to do the comedy sailing. I'm so mad. It's going to happen during my cruise in LA. So I would have come to New York to do the comedy sailing. But if you want to cruise out of New York, Valiant Lady will be there. It starts early, I want to say April. So maybe April they'll be back in New York. So look forward to that if you want to cruise out of there. But it's funny, so many people were telling me that live in New York that they would prefer to fly to Miami just because they wanted to do Miami as a trip. I thought that New Yorkers would be more excited about Brilliant Lady. I was super excited. I want to sail out of Miami. I mean, out of New York. Let's see. Tired of flying to Miami. We got that one. Yes, I did see Khalees is going to be on the Miami Mermaidian of Brilliant Lady. I think that is so exciting. And one thing I have heard that Virgin is trying to do is spend more time incorporating like their music piece, because a lot of people know Virgin Records. That's really what Richard Branson is known for. So I think it's really cool that they're starting to merge and do stuff with the hotel. They're building a Virgin hotel in Miami. There's already one in New York, and a lot of the people who were going on the New York sale and stayed in the hotel right before. So I think that's really cool that they can merge and bring like that musical piece in there. They're bringing in some shows that are music based. So that's super exciting to see Khalees on that one. And if I could squeeze out another cruise, I would go, but I can't. I just need Virgin to announce these things a little bit earlier so I can plan. But I'm like, I cannot go on another cruise this month. Like, I gotta sit my butt at home. Ritz-Carlton is my next one. Very pricey. Yeah. Meet and I in February. Okay, great. Yeah, I'm hoping I can try to catch one of theirs too. Their summer cruise is during my group cruise, so unfortunately I missed that one. So hopefully I can catch this birthday cruise in February. It's January 2026, so I don't know yet. Yeah. That's how I feel, Tammy. Like I can't plan like so far in advance. It gives me almost anxiety. Like Friendsgiving every year is such a big thing for me because I'm like, I have to lock in and say I'm gonna do this thing a year from now. And that's just not how I operate in my life. I need to get better because I'm sure that I have to pay premium prices because I wait to the last minute. Like one of the best ways to save on cruises is to book early. So book early when you can. No, just a balcony room. I heard Ritz was super ultra luxurious and no kids. Oh yeah, it probably is no kids. I forgot about them. I need to add them to the mix. The last time I saw their ship, they had one in San Juan. So I feel like I priced it and it might have been like $5,000. So it wasn't terrible, but I didn't like where that one was going. The ones that I liked were like the 10,000 ones. I love Celebration Key. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm sure Carnival is going to still make some adjustments due to the complaints. Yeah, I think so too. I know the food is the big one. And, I have found, and I'm a little different, but a lot of people, when it comes to traveling and cruising, I found a lot of people want things exactly how they want them. And I'm somebody who can be flexible, but a lot of people aren't really flexible when it comes to stuff. And Celebration Key is one of those things. It's like, yeah, it does stink to have all of that nice food out there and you only get one included meal. But from what I saw, it was a nice size meal, and it would be nice to walk around and graze and try things and treat it almost like a food truck. But it's kind of like you have the whole ship that has all the food on it you can want. So, people are saying like it's a money grab and having a lot of complaints about it. But I just feel like it's a private island. You have a lagoon, which people are saying is like a glorified bar. But you have the lagoon, the pools, and I think that it's a nice stop to be able to go and to be able to get right off the ship and go and experience that kind of stuff. I don't know what a lot of people expected. I think they may have expected more of like a Perfect Day at Coco Cay type feel. But I want to get to Celebration Key because that's another one I need to lay eyes on myself because I don't really understand what the complaint is. It looked good to me from the videos I watched, but maybe I'm missing something and there's something that they didn't do that people are upset about. Mardi Gras was my first carnival ship. You went on a great one for your first one. That was my first solo cruise. Thank you, Tammy, for the happy anniversary. Oh, sorry, y'all. I'm gonna get these things. I'm gonna get caught up on the chat here. Short cruise recommendations. 4-day from Virgin, so Fire and Sunset for sure. Carnival's Conquest is in dry dock right now, I think. But who else has a short sailing? Um, Celebrity Reflection has 3 and 4 day sailings that I think would be good. My only thing with Carnival Valor, I think is how you say it, or Valor, maybe it's Valor. But I think that those are shorter. I just have never been on it, so I can't speak to the experience. Thank you, Pastor L. Wait a minute, did this thing jump back for some reason? Okay, hold on. Okay, so I see the Norwegian, so I really want to read this one. First cruise on Norwegian in a few months. I need to relax, so I'm cool on the key. Okay, good. My next Virgin voyage will be out of Europe. What are your experiences there? Oh, Europe with Virgin voyages was so nice. It's so nice. So my cruise did an overnight to Mykonos. That was so much fun. I love the fact that they leave those ports so late. So they left Santorini at like 8 p.m. They left, like I said, they did the overnight in Mykonos. So it's a great experience with Virgin in Europe. The only thing I'll say is I'm glad that you're doing a like US based cruise with them first, because you don't really spend as much time on the ship because you're going to ports just about every day. You have like one sea day. So you're honestly kind of wiped after being off the ship all day and visiting those ports. So I'm glad that you have both experiences so that you'll know exactly what you want to book and do on the ship. That's the only complaint I have about it, is just it's kind of hard to really get the Virgin experience while you're in Europe, just because you want to go to the ports and you get so long to spend there. But it's a great experience. It was an older crowd with another demographic. That's what I was thinking, Stars, about Teresa. I expected that. But I wanted to be left alone and just chill, and that's what I did. Ship was really beautiful and left out in New York near me. Okay, so that's good to know. So if you're okay with the older crowd and you're okay with a different demographic and you want to relax, it seems like Norwegian would be good. And these prices I just showed you guys, I saw, they are really good. So Norwegian may be a good getaway for you. Honestly, I feel like a ship, other than one I'm thinking of that you'll never hear me say on here, I wouldn't do. I think that any cruise you get on, you can have a great experience. It really is what you make it. If you go into a cruise with an open mind, if you go into it with the mindset of I can go to the bars and meet people if I want to, or if you go into it with I want to relax and you know what you're looking to get out of that vacation, I think you can be fine. Bad food can be worked around. There's always at least one thing. At least you can find a pizza if the food isn't great. So you can work around bad food. The music piece, bring some headphones, play your own music. You can really work around that stuff. Just when you get these opportunities, take time to really just appreciate being on vacation. And that's what I feel like a lot of people haven't been doing. There's been a lot of complaining, a lot of griping when it comes to travel. But I mean, for me, it's such a spiritual moment to like relax. And I look at it as just such a great opportunity to even get to see the sunrise, sunset, be on the water. Just appreciate the moment you're in and just go and have a good time. That's all you got to do. And any cruise can work out for you, except one I'm thinking of. And I'm not going to say their name. The Haven on NCL made the experience better, offers a more relaxed vibe. We had a butler. Wait a minute. I got to do some of these upscale cruises too. So I want to do MSC's, what is theirs called? Whatever their thing is called. I can't believe it's escaping my mind. I had it on this board for the longest, but I just erased it. But I want to do NCL's like upper version of with the concierge and all that. I want to do like an official Rockstar sailing with Virgin, and I guess I got to try this Haven on NCL. I know wait, she traveling again? Did you do the Aqua? Because the Aqua was just in New York, and that was what I was trying to do when I was there. I really wanted to go on it, so hopefully you got to go on the Aqua. I'm doing my first Carnival Sea cruise in January. Can't wait to see what it's like with no kids. That is exciting. I need to start playing in the casino so I can get invited. If you guys don't know, Carnival has rolled out some adults-only cruises, but they're only for casino players from my understanding. So they have some particular sailings where it's just adults on it. You have to get it through like a casino deal and get an invite to book it. But I'm really interested in hearing what that experience is like. So TJ, I will be checking out your content to see how that goes. Hi, Cassandra. Happy Wednesday. Look, don't push the 50 plus old virgin just yet. No, I'm not saying that you can't. I'm saying like if you're somebody who wants to party, I feel like the younger like 30, 35 to 50, I feel like you can party hard on virgin. Well, unless you in my group cruises. Now, my group people, the more seasoned you are, the longer you party and you stay in the club. Like the people that are more seasoned in my group always party harder than me. So, but yeah, virgin is great for any age. I have somebody taking their grandma, and I'm really excited to hear about that. So you can go on virgin at any age. But I was just saying, if you want more of that party feel, then virgin is good for you. But if you're okay with being in kind of like the more relaxed vibe, celebrity is going to be the way to go. I'm actually looking in the NCL and was wondering how diverse they were. Yeah, Cassandra, I don't know. I never hear a lot about diversity for NCL, but I do feel like the people that go on it are loyal to NCL. They say they really like it, but they don't really have anything that they said that stood out that would make me want to go. So I've heard the solo lounge is nice, but I've heard a lot of people aren't in the solo lounge. So I know Sig Solo Cruiser has done NCL, and she did some great videos on it. She's who I watch to see what my feel would be. So check out her videos, and I'm sure she addressed the diversity or lack of, if that's what it was. A native New Yorker from Queens and have cruised from Manhattan, from Maryland. Okay. Hi Tyreek. A lot of cruises out of New York don't have great itineraries. Yeah, that's the only thing with New York. You usually have to go to Bermuda. So I did that once on the Carnival Venetia, which was fun. But I enjoyed it. But Bermuda just wasn't a stop where I was like, I'm anxious to go back. But I think just seeing that skyline sailing out of New York is going to be everything. That's what I'm looking forward to more than anything is the skyline. And they also did... Virgin's New York sailings just did like a fall leaves where they went to like Quebec, Boston, maybe Maine. So they did like along the West Coast. And this last sailing, I think they might be around the last sailing that they're going to do out of New York and move the ship down to Miami. So they're going to go from Canada down to Miami, which is where that Khalees sailing will be. So they're headed out of New York very soon for the season. But like I said, they'll be back next April. I like Khalees. Boss said, I was trying to think other than Bossy and Milkshake. What other songs did Khalees sing? But that's going to be lit to see that on that Virgin ship. I'm so mad I'm not going to be there. Sir Branson's brand is like that. It is. I would love to leave out of New York more if the itinerary is worth it. Maybe that's why a lot of people I was talking to were saying that they would prefer to fly to Miami instead of staying in New York. But I was like, that's so convenient to live in New York where you could just hop on a cruise and go. I think that's great. I'm excited to come. I just turned 50 and Jen gave me the silver sneakers. My bad, girl. Look, I am not giving you the silver sneakers. I'm just telling you, like, the people who want to go to the club and hear the music, I feel like those are the super young people. I'm just old. Look, it's not you. You ain't got the silver sneakers, girl. I was just saying, if you want like a relaxing, like no wild, no shenanigans, celebrity is gonna be the fit. Look, I gotta backtrack. Y'all know, I love y'all. I love y'all. Native New Yorker, I love selling out of New York and live in Maryland now. Okay. Yeah, so that's not, I think they have a train you could take, so that's really convenient. Bless not everyone, about to go start my shift. Thank you, Mickey. I appreciate you keeping everybody in line and getting them to hit the thumbs up. Have a great night at work. And happy belated birthday, Keisha. Yes, girl. You made me laugh so hard about the silver sneakers. Hey, BKNY. Yes, you did finally catch a live. My next live is going to be Saturday morning, guys. Thank you, Dreams to Life. Have a good evening. Let's see here. I booked my brother on the Horizon, and he said Celebration Keys was awesome for his family. Great. Yeah, and that's what I said. Like, I feel like Celebration Key is going to be a great stop. Like, everything I've seen from it, I was like, I would love to go. I think it's going to be pretty. And the fact that it is, you're right there already on the beach where you can get in the water. I think that's great to not have to like book taxis and stuff. Thank you, DTL. Eat, drink, dance out of Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic excursion. You did that right. I'm going to do that one. Yes, I love that one. Highly recommend doing that eat, drink, dance in Puerto Plata. If you sail with Virgin Voyages, they take you to a rum distillery. Then you get back on the bus and you go into like the town, so you get to go to Umbrella Street. So if you want to get those cute pictures with the umbrellas hanging, wear your cute outfit, because you will stop at Umbrella Street and go down this pink street there, so you get to visit the town. Then they take you to like this little pavilion where they teach you how to do the bachata. Excuse me if I chop that up, but you learn this dance, and they feed you like this little it was like some kind of pork stew stuff. It was so good. Oh, I love that excursion. So highly recommend doing it. What's up, G Fox? Another Friendsgiving in the house. G Fox, I will see you on the call tomorrow. Good to see you today. It's Norwegian, an adult setting. It's not 100% adult only. And honestly, I can't even speak to the ratio of, how many families are on there, because I just haven't done it. But it's not adults only. So true. I always try to make it my own. I really spend my money on experience. Yacht Club. Thank you, G Fox. That's what it's called. I can't believe I couldn't think of the name of that. I don't drink alcohol, but love going to the bar on a cruise. I be hanging at the bar too. I really have limited my alcohol this year. I don't know why. Like, it wasn't anything I was trying to do, but I have cut down that cruise bill by a bit. No, it was not in my budget. My Virgin Cruise. Okay, let me get down here. Mid 50 plus club. We get it popping, but I'm always ready to go on my balcony. That's me. Like, I am such a chill. Like, I will go and see the party. Like, I always pop into the club, especially Scarlet Night. I'll pop into the club, but I am such a chill. Like, the live music that plays, when like the bands are there, that's more of my speed. So look, y'all gotta be laughing about the silver sneakers though. I was just saying, it's just a little bit of a difference. Baltimore, Norfolk, Amtrak. All right, I'm gonna get down here and we're gonna get ready to get off, because I've been on live a minute today. Hey Lynn, welcome in. Thanks for catching me on live. 10 Ben 2. Hey MH Family Adventures, welcome in. That's why I don't tell out of Norfolk, Virginia. The itinerary is not good. Yeah, I gotta look at Norfolk. I haven't even looked at a cruise that's gone there, so I don't know what the itinerary is. If you're underneath the manor, the base might keep you up. Yeah, so that's one thing I always say, and that's probably one of the biggest perks to using a travel agent, honestly, is they're gonna know where you need to put you in the room so that you aren't under the club. I personally like deck 14 on Virgin Voyages, but I never book any clients on 14. And that's really the floor that they automatically give you, because it's right under the galley and you can hear them moving the chairs in the morning. Now, I would much rather be able to climb one flight of steps to go eat at the galley, because that's just me. I'll settle for the noise so that I can just climb one flight of steps. But depending on where you are on 14, you're going to hear them slide in the chairs in the morning and in the evening when they're mopping. Thank you, Haley. I appreciate it. I appreciate you watching it. Love that you're checking in from DC. You got DC in the house. Love traveling with my girls, but cannot wait to get back on Virgin Voyages. Yes, girl, we got to get you back on Virgin. No kids, a hammock, and I can eat all I want. Y'all, Dreams of Light Travel is my best friend, and I took her on a 2-day sailing with Virgin Voyages. And she has all my little goddaughters, so shout out to them. Love you guys. But I took her on Virgin for a 2-day sailing, and y'all, we had such a good time. And she is like one of the people where I look at what this cruise can be for moms, because y'all know I don't have any little ones yet. So when I go on a kid-free adventure, it's just like an everyday thing for me. Y'all hear how silent it is around here while I'm live? Nobody's running in the background. But when you can take like a mom, because moms work so hard and they deserve so much, when you can see a mom go and enjoy an adults only vacation and get to relax and just eat what they want. Because I every time I talk to my friend, her kids be trying to take her food. So So I get it. I know that y'all deal with the struggle of just not even getting to eat what you want and have your food to yourself. So I love seeing my moms get to come out and get this adult only experience. And I think that's really cool no matter how old your children are. But she has my little ones that I love so much. Can't wait to see you guys. But yeah, we need an adults only getaway. I want to try leaving for Puerto Rico. Leaving for Puerto Rico was fun, and I like the fact that there's stores right by that port. So there's a Walgreens directly across the street. So if you forget something or you want to grab you a bottle of wine to bring on board, it's really easy. There are lots of restaurants in the area. My sister said she went to like a Ross, so it's really great to be able to drop your bags in the morning and how convenient everything is right by that Puerto Rico cruise port. So I really loved sailing out of there. My first live, thank you. I'll reach out to you for my next Rockstar trip in 2026. I'm looking now. Yes, okay, I would love to help you, and I hope you enjoy your cruise that you have coming up too. Much love. Avoid 5 and 8. Yep, 5 is another floor that is loud. 8 is right above the dock if you're on the back end. So I've had those before. So whenever I put somebody in like a limited view room, that's where the lifeboats are too. So whenever I put somebody in one of those limited view rooms, I try to move them away from the dock because you can hear the music. I had one of those before, and it didn't bother me, but I know people want it as quiet as possible. Our Norfolk port is horrible. We only go to Bermuda and Bahamas, and they gonna say Carnival Freedom. I don't know anything about the freedom. See, that's my only thing. I wish Carnival had some smaller, newer ships. Do you send your personal booking link for Virgin Voyages to clients? I used to, but now I pretty much do all the booking by myself. It just depends. Like if I'm on the go and I can't book somebody, I will send them my link. But usually I try to book you directly because I can check to see if you qualify for some of the deals and stuff too. And shout out to me. Like I have been finding some great deals for my clients this week. I had one, I found them a way to get $400 off per cabin today. So it pays to have a good travel agent with Virgin. I'm just saying. Let's see, sailed out of Norfolk last April. We went to Bahamas, Grand Turk, Dominican Republic. It was a Sunshine, older ship, but still had a great time. I think, is Sunshine the one that was the other ship? You know which other ship I was. I sailed on the other ship and I didn't even know it. I never knew that happened on it. But yeah, they put all the older ships, I guess, in these smaller ports, which I understand, you know, they can't put that gigantic Mardi Gras out there, but it would be cool to cruise out of some new places. I've cruised out of Jacksonville before, but outside of that, I've only been out of Miami, Orlando, and New York once. I did San Juan 8 nights last December. It was great. What was the weather like for you in December out of San Juan? I'm really curious to know that because I know that they've started going to like Barbados and everything in the November, December time frame. So I was wondering what is the weather like then? Not interested to leave from Norfolk and don't want to go on to Freedom. Hey, Ashley, welcome into the live. Glad you caught me. Ooh, y'all put some messages in here. I'm trying to catch up. I feel like Boosie. Y'all got some names up on this. I'm trying to catch up so I can get off the live. Is your information on your page? Looking forward to my first voyage cruise. I need a suite because I'm claustrophobic. Just Lynn, reach out to me. Dreams of Life tagged it here and I pinned it so you can email me at thejendanielle@gmail.com. It will be in the description of this video. As soon as I get off here, I will update it and put that information there so you can book with me. More personalized when you book for people. I was able to get my clients over $100 in onboard credit for my last 2 clients. Oh, that is awesome. Yes, we love us some onboard credit. All right, I finally caught up here. Ashley said, I'm not interested in leaving from Norfolk either. I refuse to unless I get beyond amazing deal. San Juan in December was great. That is good to know. All right, guys. I have